At 4ZZZ, we acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we broadcast. We pay our respects to the elders past, present and emerging of the Turrbal and Jagera people. We acknowledge that their sovereignty over this land was never ceded.
And we stand in solidarity with them.
You're listening to Transmission on 4ZZZ, amplifying the trans and gender non-conforming voices of Brisbane and beyond.
Good morning, the engine. You're listening to Transmission on 4ZZZ. My name is Ez. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm joined by a very special co-host today.
Good morning, Ez. My name is Lizard. I go by they, them pronouns. I'm uncaffeinated and ready to fight God in the car park. And if anybody wants to challenge me to a game of chess, don't worry, I'll win because I'll eat all the pieces. How are you on this Tuesday morning?
I'm awake. I'm more awake now, especially if we're going to fight God in the car park.
There is a car that is parked in the 4ZZZ car park right now that obviously, you know when you do the worst park of your life, and it's not your fault, it's because somebody next to you has done the worst park of their life.
And you have to be bad to, like, fit next to them, so then you're, like, on this weird angle or something.
And then they leave, and then you're just the dumbass who can't park. It looks like somebody's done that in the 4ZZZ car park, but it just looks like the car's desperately trying to get in. Like, it wants to come on air too.
I'm pretty sure that's Bill from Workers' Powers.
I have solidarity with the car.
Bill, either it's you that parked bad.
No. We love all of our 4ZZZ comrades.
Look, I mean, it's pretty dangerous if you're fighting God in the car park anyway. Probably move your car.
Thank you for inviting me to guest host today.
Yeah, absolutely. People should know that you're around and you're cool.
Oh, God, am I around?
Yeah, you really are. You were, like, very dedicated through Radiothon, so it was very impressive.
Okay, let's not overstate my devotion. I was very available during Radiothon. Hi, if you're hiring a storyboard artist, hit me up.
Yeah, 0420 626 733. Text it if you need a storyboard artist. Also, thank you to Ashley from Toowong for subscribing to 4ZZZ. Woo!
Woo!
Favourite Ashley. Yeah. There we go. Right there. We're going to start off the show with the usual week in community events. So we've got Sapphx Double Denim Disco at the End, which is 73 Vulture Street in West End on Friday, 1st of September from 7 p.m. till midnight. It's $15 tickets, $10 concession. There will be tickets on the door. You can get to Humanitics as well. Sapphx is a trans, non-binary inclusive space, and transphobia will not be tolerated. Non-binary and trans people of all genders, presentations and stages of transition are welcome. There is some accessibility at the end, which is there are a couple of steps from the street into the venue and then a step from the bar area to the seating, dance floors and toilets. There is no accessible toilet available, unfortunately. But hang in there, because there is an event for you this Saturday. Liz, would you like to read this one?
I'm ready. All right, this one is Ability Volume 2, happening at Backdock Arts in Fortitude Valley on Saturday, the 2nd of September from 5 p.m. Tickets are $20 online or $25 at the door, and you can go to Ticket Tailor to pick those up. Ability is a show that represents incredible artists with disabilities all over Australia. The producer, Helen Wheels, is a drag performer with cerebral palsy who prides herself in making LGBTIQIA+.
Double I.
Oh my God. And on my first time saying it on transmission as well. No, they're coming for my card. Okay, venue accessible. So they want to make LGBTIA
QIA+? That's me. I typoed that.
No, okay.
I've set you up to fail.
They want to make queer venues accessible. Helen is a wheelchair user, meaning she has struggled to find places to perform in her 2.5 years of drag. At Ability, Helen and her fabulous co-host, Lord Severus, will take you on a journey with a night full of incredible talent. And that is our friend of the show.
Yeah, co-host Sev, co-host of Ability Volume 2 as well.
Yeah.
There you go.
Co-hosting all over the show.
Yeah, I know. Also, Sev has a fantastic show called After Dark, which is on demand on 4ZZZ, Monday nights, 10 p.m. It is brilliant. It is what the community needs. If you're part of the trans community as well, I highly employ you to have a listen. There's lots of sex ed discussions, lots of safe ways of exploring sexuality and all sorts of stuff. It's fantastic.
And as the name implies, it's naughty.
It's a raunchy show.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of great shows, the annual, the one, the only, the Alexander Ball 2023 is this Saturday, September 2nd from 6 p.m. onwards at the TIV. It's $45 to $60 for general admission on Humanitics. I believe there are different categories of tickets, like pay it forward and so on and so on. But I'm going to rattle off the categories for this year's ball. So there's OTA Beginners Performance, which is Denim on Denim Frenzy. Can you speak the language? OTA Face, a rewriting history during the Victorian era, the class and elegance of queer, trans, black, indigenous, and people of colour.
Ooh.
Female figure, body, luscious, thick, and slim, who's ready for the hottest beach party of the Sunshine State. Don't forget your sunscreen. Gonna get burnt. Butch Queen Realness, take charge, make moves, calling all the sports captains to the field. Then there's Femme Queen Realness, let's get physical, calling all the girls in their athleisure wear. There's Best Dressed as House, a team of 3 house members. The Undisputed Fashionistas, this category calls for male figures and GNC in black and white, redefined modern tailoring. And female figures in monochromatic satin ensemble.
Oh.
Ooh, and
I
there's
love
some
how
lip
explicit
emoji.
these guidelines are.
I know, they're good. They need to be. Femme Queen Performance as well, which is Showgirls. The show is about to begin. Less bitter, more glitter. Once it begins, give us all the sequins. And then there's Runway, which is European versus All Americana. Welcome to the Renaissance. There's also Fag Out, which is Barbie. She's everything. He's just Ken.
Amazing.
And then there's OTA Tag Team Vogue Femme, which is The Wiz, Dorothy's Adventure. Who will Dorothy choose to Vogue down with? Anyway, yeah, there you go. House of Alexander is this Saturday. So, yeah, at the TIV. You should jump on to Humanitics for them tickets. There's also, on Sunday, the Alexander Ball Aftermath, which is in Dara Polish Hall, which is 23 Station Avenue in Dara.
In Dara.
Dara. Am I saying it right?
Dara.
I got to get a bit more nasal there, don't I?
Yeah, that's, you really got to.
Dara.
That's it. That's the energy.
Dara Hall. Sunday, 3rd September, 6 p.m. till late. It's $25 on the door. You thought it was over? Think again. The FQs of the House of Alexander present the Alexander Ball Aftermath, which will also have categories of FQ Realness, Hands OTA, Performance OTA, Commentator OTA, and Sex Siren OTA. This is a BYO event, and this event is a fundraiser for the Femme Queens of the House of Alexander. So donations are welcome.
Huge.
Yeah, huge. Massive.
Stacked weekend.
Whew, got a lot going on. You better start doing some stretches because I'm going to need to limber up if I'm going to Vogue down. Whew.
Oh no, I've hurt my hip flexor. I'm out. I spectate. That's my role here.
I'm
I
too
know.
bendy. I'll bend too far.
Oh yeah.
I'll just stay on the floor. Anyway, we're going to listen to some music to get you in the mood for some, House of Alexander this weekend. This is Diane Tai with Migrate, brand new track coming out of Nam. Yeah, you'll listen to Transmission on 4ZZZ with Ez and Liz.
Meow, meow, meow.
Amplifying the voices of the trans and gender non-conforming community of Meanjin, Brisbane and beyond.
Transmission on 4ZZZ brings you the latest in trans community news, music and events.
Every Tuesday from 9am till 10am.
Join our team of hosts for an hour of celebrating the unique perspectives of the trans community.
Transmission, Tuesday mornings from 9am till 10am on 4ZZZ. Yeah, you were listening there to Aiden Knight with Devils May Cry, and before that was Screensaver with Drainer. Both of those artists are new and local tracks as well, so you know what we feel about that.
That was groovy. I feel like there is a return to indie sleaze happening.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah.
I like some indie sleaze. We've got a guest in here who probably also might know a bit about some indie sleaze music. Hello, Frankie from Mt Nadir.
Hey, Ez, how you going? Thanks for having me.
I'm good, how are you?
Good, I'm chilling. I'm just on a break at work at the moment, chugging down some smashed out of an egg and mushroom. That's what I'm doing.
Damn, that's tasty.
I love the crossover of Cafe Worker and the guitar savants all across southeast Queensland. You guys are really doing God's work in every way, shape and form.
it's like a painful stereotype that I hate that I'm totally buying into. I'm the queer cafe worker stereotype, but I'm like, whatever, I guess I am that now.
The queer cafe worker in a really cool local band too. You know?
Yeah, that's sorry to add. That's the important part, I guess.
Yeah, totally. Liz and I were at your gig because you were opening for Cry Club in Eaglemont on Saturday at Tomcat. What an epic set. You absolutely smashed it.
Thank you, Ed.
I'm
Very
still
kind.
reeling.
You were having a very good night on Saturday night, Ez.
I was, and it just got better because I talked about Cry Club coming up to Meanjin last week, and then I mentioned that Mt Nadir were opening, and I didn't even know that they were opening until I'd purchased the tickets, and I thought, damn, I'm gonna have to rock up early now.
And you did, and you were at the front vibing. We appreciated that. I saw you during the first song, and I was like, no bloody way. It was really exciting. No, it was such a fun night. I'd never heard of Eaglemont, but they were brilliant. I loved them.
Yeah, I'm actually wearing a shirt of theirs that I bought from Saturday today, this morning, wherever time is.
We're eating lunch. We're saying goodnight. We've lost all concept of what the morning means.
Liz has no coffee. We'll have to come see you to grab a coffee now.
Yeah, please. I mean, I'm at Morningside. Shout out Blue Poppy.
Oh,
sorry, non-sponsored, of course.
That's all right. That's okay. We like a good local cafe. We're all about that here. I've had a question that I've been burning to ask you for ages.
Go, shoot, Gabe.
How the heck did Mt Nadir form? How did you become Mt Nadir?
Yeah, how did I become Mt Nadir? So it was actually a Brisbane music scene Facebook group situation where, so Jake and Connor, the bassist and drummer, they're from Mackay originally, and they'd moved to Brisbane, and Con had some experience drumming, Jake had some experience on the bass, and they were like, heck, we want to start a band. And then I was doing a solo project at the time, and Jake and Connor posted on the Facebook group, and they kind of listed some influences of theirs, like Big Thief and Car Seat Headrest. And I was like, damn, I want to be in a band. This sounds sick. I love these influences, and Jake and Connor seemed cool. So I reached out and sent them some demos, and they were like, heck yeah. And then eventually we got onto Jaina, who was on the Facebook group as well, looking for a band. And we all happened to just, connect and vibe really well. And 2 years on, they've become my best friends, and all our, our social lives and our worlds have kind of collided and become one in a really lovely way. And yeah, and out of it has become a really fun band and a really lovely group of close friends.
Wow, that's so sweet. I mean,
yeah.
I don't even know.
It's a very modern love story.
It is a very modern love story.
No, it is. And there's something really nice about the idea of, because I guess these days, if you're kind of queer or any minority trying to find community in a big city, and you go on these like Facebook groups and you think, does anyone really find their people on these Facebook groups? And you really can, I guess. I think it gives hope to this, for people who are in a spot where they're trying to connect and reach out. And through these certain Facebook groups, I think you can. And it's kind of the good side of the interweb and all of the little subcultures going on, that you can find community and you can build the community you want.
You're the second band that has met online in hey, want to start a band? Because Queerbait, the three-piece trans femme triplet, they're absolutely awesome. They actually
Carpal tunnel, speed run, punkcore, grindcore, amazing.
Yeah, they are amazing. Eva, June, and Ali all met in a trans shit posting group.
Hilarious.
And it was
great.
you want to make a all trans punk band as a joke. And now they don't even need to ask for gigs. People are like, come play at my venue. So yeah, and I feel like it's a similar thing for you lot with Mt Nadir. You're very well loved, and I mean, yeah, how's everything going in terms of gigging and everything?
Yeah, it's great. I think similar to what you said about Queerbait. Yeah, we're at a state now where we're not the ones pestering venues for gigs. We're starting to get offers, and it's really nice to be able to, have some music out, have put in I think the hard work to put ourselves out there and play a lot of gigs. And Jake, who's a bassist and manager, he organised a tour for us, which we did in the past couple of months down to Sydney which was great. And just, I think if you keep gigging and you keep putting out music and you keep posting on the socials and it's all, pretty quality, you you end up at a spot, where you do get a bit of a small following and places start reaching out to you for gigs, which is a pretty cool feeling. I think like when I first started the whole music thing, I thought, damn, if I was ever at a place where I just have some songs out, have a few fans and people, are looking to book me, I've made it. Like, that's my idea of making it.
Yeah.
I think
you're so good.
I'm stoked. It's so cool.
I also, I love that when you started, when Mt Nadir, you only had, I think 1 or 2 songs out, and you contacted us here at Transmission, directly, and was like, hey, I want to be on your show, here's my tracks, and, I've just loved you since, so follow you closely. So, yeah, getting support from your local community radio station is also helpful.
Yeah, no, truly. And that's one of the things, I think for any starting out musician, look into 4ZZZ, and look at the different shows that happen and listen to them and reach out, and you guys are there to support, and your guys' support is huge.
Yeah, we love you.
You guys are always there for local musicians who are willing to, really reach out and put yourselves out there, which is so cool that you guys are there for that. So thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, and thank you for making music that is so trans and queer relatable, that is so emotive, and so, I always feel rattled, and when I watch you play, I just always feel, especially with your new song, you have a song that's come out December 1st. I know you've got other songs cooking and baking away. So when can we see you play next? When can I tell all our listeners to go see you?
Well, as this Friday night we're playing, we're headlining Felons.
Felons
Barrel Hall.
By the river.
By the river, the Howard Smith Wharves on Friday night. We're playing with Square and Sleeping.
Damn, nice.
Yeah, good fun lineup. I think, it's going to be a good lineup. Similar kind of, I guess, the vibes of all the 3 bands playing are kind of like big, fun, fast, energy, with me and the lead singer of Square both having, a big kind of theatrical, almost stage presence, which I think is a really fun part of gigging that I love. So I think it'd be a really kind of fun, big, dancey, vibey night at Felons this Friday.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick. All right, okay. Are there tickets? There's no tickets for Felons, is it?
It is free entry, which is the best thing, I reckon. So you can keep it in your mind, and then the Friday night rolls around and you think, you know what, I want to do something. You can roll it into Felons and take in the music.
Yeah, if you want to see Mt Nadir and you haven't yet, you should. And it's totally free at Felons this Friday. So, yeah, head on down, 1st of September. Thank you so much for chatting with us today, Frankie. I hope you have a great shift.
Thanks for having me. Yes, I'm going to demolish the rest of my meal, and I'm so excited for Friday. And thanks for having me. Thanks for 4ZZZ. Thanks, Liz. Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Aww.
Have a lovely morning.
Open Doors Youth Service is a South East Queensland support service for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender and or intersex youth aged 12 to 24 and their families. Open Doors believes that all young people have the right to explore, experience and express their gender and sexuality in safe and supportive environments, and offers a range of programs and counselling services, as well as support services for parents of LGBTI youth and community education and training. For more information, visit their website at www.opendoors.net.au. Sponsors of 4ZZZ.
You're listening to Transmission on 4ZZZ. My name is Ez. I use he, him pronouns.
My name is Lizard. I use they, them pronouns. And we had the pleasure of having Frankie in the studio with us this morning, and they were an absolute delight.
I love Frankie.
This is what I got from the interview.
Yeah.
1, if you want to make friends on the internet, specificity is key. You don't just want to join a band group, you want to join a queer-friendly band group that has car seat headrest affiliations.
Yes. Yes, I also think that if you are queer or trans or GNC and you want to start a band, forming it online is seems to be the go.
We are not to throw shade, but we are a terminally online kind of collective of people, I think.
Yeah, we're pretty good at it. I think, not to take it too far into a dark place, but I think probably because of a lot of isolation in the trans community, not just through the dark spicy flu era, but also just generally.
The kind of people whose English teachers said that they were a pleasure to have in class.
Aww. That's exactly what my English teacher said. They knew.
60%, yep.
They knew.
Look, Sometimes I'm right. Once every 6 months when the stars align.
I thought. There it is.
The other thing I picked up was that we should head to Felons on Friday.
Yes.
The 1st of September.
I won't be going. I'm sorry, Frankie. It's my 2-year anniversary with Kai on Friday, and we're going to a nice restaurant, and we're probably going to Sapphx afterwards, which I had mentioned earlier in the episode. Double Denim Disco.
That's a pretty good anniversary date if there ever was one.
Yeah, I'm actually super glad that I saw Mt Nadir on Saturday with you, because now I don't feel like I'm at a huge loss. Other than I'm missing out on Square, which kind of sucks, but that's fine. Look, there's only so many bands I can run around and see, right?
Yep. And Frankie did mention that they have a similar kind of visual presence on stage as the lead singer from Square. I don't know if you've seen Square before.
I haven't.
So, you know how sometimes people refer to somebody who are kind of Peter Garrett-esque in their movement style as like a marionette with their strings cut?
Uh-huh.
No, this is a marionette with their strings tied to a leaf blower.
Oh, my.
Oh, they're fantastic.
Ooh, that was how Jack and Lucy described me waving to them earlier.
Wacky waving, inflatable arm flailing, two bears.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe I should start a band.
What can you play?
Hold on, let me get online. I can't play much. I can play the guitar but I can't do bar chords, so I don't know if that's very helpful. But I was very fixated on like finger picking style, like folk indie. I sound like such a cliche trans guy right now.
No, it's not a ukulele. It's fine. It's 6 strings.
Yeah, it's 6 strings. It's not a uke. You have 2 ukes. Outing you on air now.
And they then pronouns in yellow hair. Hi. Is anybody surprised by this?
No. I really want to play this other track, so I'm gonna make it happen. Just before because we saw Cry Club, who were freaking amazing. That was some stage presence. If you missed out, I'm so sorry. But when they come back up, because they will, I got in contact with Heather, one of the main performers of Cry Club, after the gig, and they will intend on coming back up to Me Engine at some point. So I will keep you in the loop. So yeah. But they had a support act that's been touring with them, Eaglemont. Really cool lesbian, sapphic vibes. It's such a good set. Liz may have missed it because you were watching Naki Soul at the zoo, which is totally acceptable. And I was
having a lovely time.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Naki Soul, particularly with Xander blowing bubbles and being all giddy on the side and the keys. I love that. This track is by Eaglemont that I'm going to play. It's Heteronormative Nightmare, which is their most popular track. And I got a little bit of backstory from them on the night, which this track was actually written in a limousine on their formal when they were 18 years old, and they were having a horrible, horrible time. Obviously, it wasn't written while they were in the limo. They said that they had 2 years of processing, and then the song was written.
Oh, my God. How bad could it have been?
It's obviously pretty bad. But the song is fantastic. So, yeah, I'm gonna push play on Heteronormative Nightmare by Eaglemont. Transmission on 4ZZZ.
4ZZZ's been making radio against the machine since 1975.
This radiothon, we'd like to thank all the like-minded folks who've joined with us in making waves.
If you're late to the party, don't worry, there's still time to subscribe.
Head to 4ZZZ.org.au/support to subscribe, make a donation, or grab some merch.
There are still some epic prizes to go in the draw for.
And of course, that warm inner glow we all get from subscribing to 4ZZZ.
You are listening to Transmission. I've been Liz and I've been guest hosting this week.
I'm Ez. I use he, him pronouns, and I host every week.
Can't get rid of you.
No, you can't. But if you really liked Liz hosting Transmission with me today, they may return.
I also hang around the station like black mold in the bathroom.
No, you've got to use the reference from Pirates of the Caribbean, Will Turner's dad, in the hull of Davy Jones, whatever that, the Flying Dutchman.
Boat.
It's the Flying Dutchman. I'm sorry, I've watched so much Pirates of the Caribbean.
I
Weird
can
obsession.
tell.
And you return as like a crustacean on the inside of the.
I'm a barnacle.
On the hull. Yeah. Lizard barnacle.
Gee, how many creatures can you homunculus me into? Like,
I don't know.
I'm going to look like one of those.
It's NB powers.
True.
Cryptid
Animals.
powers. Cryptid night creature.
No, because I photograph terribly.
That's the logic.
Yeah.
Photographed terribly, you're an NB.
Or and a cryptid, or both.
Or a cryptid, or both. Yeah.
Pretty little Venn diagram of awful.
Like, aww. Well, you look pretty great to me, so, you know.
Shucks.
I'm sure all the people listening can see that. If you can't, that's fine. You just have to take my word for it.
We should say some thank you.
Yeah, we should.
Well, one thank you to Frankie from Mt Nadir for coming in and having a chat. That was lovely. I hope that they had a lovely breakfast.
Yeah, same. And don't forget to go to Barrel Hall Felons this Friday. It's the other way around. To see them for free, Mt Nadir. Also, don't forget, House of Alexander is also this weekend. And yeah, there's just a lot going on. It's starting to get into Big Sound season, Pride Month season, spring season.
Stacked. And be nice to horses.
Yes, please be nice to horses. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in Transmission. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeehaw.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to Transmission. See you next Tuesday, 9 to 10 a.m. on 4ZZZ.